Interest rates seem to be sky high right now, and you're thinking about buying a home. So you're wondering whether you should do it in this market or not. We're going to deep dive into the pros and cons of that in this video. Hey everyone, so you're trying to decide if now is a good time to buy a home with the mortgage rates high. Well, ultimately it's going to come down to your situation and what makes sense for you and your family. The goal with this video is to help you make an informed decision. First, my name is Chris Pacilio and I'm with eXp Brokerage here in San Diego, California. If you're thinking about making a move or selling your home, give me a call, text, or a message, and let's chat about that so I can help you out. If you're thinking about buying a home and you're wondering what your payment would be, well, let me give you a mortgage calculator and send you some more information about what it's going to cost you every month. A lot of people don't even know what the cost of owning a home is on a month-to-month basis. Let's talk about mortgage rates. Mortgage rates are the amount of money that a bank charges you in order to borrow that money. The higher the rate, the more expensive it's going to be for you to pay for that house, and the less house you can afford for the same amount of money. The lower the rate, the cheaper your mortgage payment, and you can afford to pay more for a home. Right now, mortgage rates are high, and that's because the Federal Reserve has been trying to lower inflation. It's been trying to lower the cost of everything in the country. They've been doing a good job. Even though we hit a high of over 7% on inflation, it's actually coming down. The good news is rates have fallen again on mortgages and inflation is starting to come back down. So with that in mind, let's deep dive into whether it makes sense for you to buy a house right now and unpack some advantages you have if you are buying. The higher interest rates have caused home prices to come down. That's a good thing. In our area in San Diego, the median single-family home price is $865,000, and that is down from $1 million back in April. So that's a good thing for buyers. But what if home prices keep going down? Well, that means that the value of the house that you bought, it might be a little lower over time. And that is a possibility. But it's important to remember that real estate is a long-term game, okay? This is a long-term proposition, and you're investing in this house for years. Now, if you see prices go down in the next couple of years, historically, you can be guaranteed they're going to go back up. The National Association of Realtor data says that the average price a home has gone up is 5.6% over the past 40 years. And that's average over all the 40 years. So we've had down years and we've had up years. If you're thinking about buying a home, it's important to think about your long-term plans. Do you plan to stay there 5 to 10 years or more like 2 to 3? If you're planning to stay there more than 5 years, I'd say it's a good idea to buy, and I'll get back to why in a second. If you're planning on staying for short term, maybe 1 or 2 years, it's probably not a good idea to buy. Just keep renting and decide when you are ready to settle down. Another thing to consider is the cost of renting versus owning. Renting a home usually costs less each month than paying a mortgage. But when you rent, you're not really building any value, you're not building any wealth or value in the property. It means you're not getting any financial benefit from paying that rent, where with owning you could get some financial benefit. A lot of people say renting is essentially paying 100% interest, to your landlord because you're not getting anything back on that money. There's no return on it. On the other hand, when you own a home, you're paying down your mortgage and you're building equity in the house. And so it can be a valuable asset for you in the future. Now, if you decide it makes sense to pay high interest rate today, and that helps you build long-term wealth, or 100% to your landlord, that's up to you. You have to consider the other costs as well. And the other costs are property taxes and insurance. Now, these costs add to the monthly expenses of owning a home, but they also help protect your investment. You have to have insurance in case anything happens to your house. Property taxes and interest can be written off your income taxes and save you quite a bit on your income tax. Consult with your CPA on that. Make sure to find out all the details of what you can write off on your taxes. There are several big benefits to buying a home when the market is down, like it is now with higher interest rates. First, there's less competition. There's less buyers out there trying to buy the same house that you are. During the pandemic, competition was insanely fierce. Homes would sell in a couple of days, with dozens of offers and tens of thousands of dollars over the list price. Because of this, home buyers were often buying homes they didn't really love, and they were kind of forced to overlook things in the house and get no repairs done because they had to. They didn't have any choice. There was no inventory and a lot of competition. Right now, you have some time to shop for a home. Negotiate with the seller on the price, probably get a little bit off the price, and get some credits to cover closing costs or repairs. and keep more of your money in your pocket. It is possible right now to buy a home in San Diego for as little as $25,000 out of pocket with an FHA loan. You can use the seller credits to buy down your interest rate. That's a whole nother subject. Please contact me for more information, but you can basically take some money from what the seller's giving you and reduce your mortgage interest rate by 1 to 2%. So that's gonna give you a lower payment. So now if you're buying a home at a discount, you're getting a lower interest rate, and you're having your closing costs covered, you actually want to buy a home to buy, you want to get in. So in conclusion, while there's risks involved in buying a home, there are also many benefits. It's important to think about your budget, your location preferences, your long-term plans before making that decision. Even though home prices might go down in the short term, real estate has shown to be a great investment in the long term. Remember to contact me if you want that mortgage calculator I mentioned, or if you want to chat about your specific situation. We could set up a quick Zoom call, no matter where you are in the country, and talk about your situation and figure out if it's a good option for you to buy a house right now. Thanks for watching.